Welcome to Disney's Winnie the Pooh stories. If you'd like to read Bounce, Tigger, Bounce, press the blue square. If you'd like to read Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, press the yellow star. To have the story read to you, press the blue square. To read the words yourself, press the yellow star. Press the colored buttons anytime during the story to see a few surprises. To turn the page, just press the green arrow buttons. Roo was waiting for Tigger. He was beginning to think Tigger would never arrive. Just then, Tigger bounced up the path. He bounced so hard, a big blob of snow fell off the roof. Plop! It landed right on Roo's head. "Hey there, little Roo," Tigger said. "Are you ready for some bouncing?" I am, Roo cried, and off they went. Tigger took big bounces, like this. Boing, boing, boing. Roo took little bounces, like this. Boing, boing, boing. Tigger and Roo bounced deeper into the woods. Soon they came to a tall tree. Roo looked way up into the branches. "Can Tiggers climb trees?" he asked. "Climb trees? Why, that's what Tiggers do best," said Tigger. "Only Tiggers don't climb trees. They bounce them. Here, I'll show you." Tigger bent down, and Roo hopped onto his shoulders. Up the tree they bounced. Boing, boing, boing! Soon they reached the very top. Tigger looked down. His head began to feel dizzy. Suddenly, Tigger's tail felt funny too. Roo was swinging back and forth on it. "Stop that," Tigger begged. "You're rocking the forest." Just then, Pooh and Piglet came by. "Hello!" Tigger yelled down. "Tigger!" Pooh yelled up. "And Roo, what are you doing up there?" "I'm all right," said Roo, "but Tigger can't get down." Pooh and Piglet hurried off to get some help. they came right back with Kanga, Rabbit, and Christopher Robin. "Tigger can't get down," Roo told his mother. "Oh, that's too bad," she said. "Wrong. That's good," Rabbit said. "Tigger can't bounce anybody up there." "Well," said Christopher Robin, "we'll just have to get them both down." Christopher Robin took off his coat. Pooh grabbed a corner. "Here I come!" cried Roo. "Whee!" He jumped right into the coat. Then it was Tigger's turn. "Jump, Tigger," said Christopher Robin. "Tiggers don't jump," said Tigger. "They bounce." "Then you'll have to climb down," said Christopher Robin. "Tiggers can't climb down," said Tigger. "Their tails get in the way." And he wrapped his tail tightly around the tree trunk. "If I ever get down," Tigger gasped, "I promise never to bounce again." Rabbit's ears snapped straight up. "I heard that," he cried. "He promised." Well, it took a little time, but not forever. Tigger didn't jump down, and he didn't climb down. He just unwrapped his tail and slowly slid down the tree. Plop! Tigger landed in the soft snow. He was so happy to be back down, he felt like bouncing. "No, no, no!" Rabbit cried. "You promised! No bouncing!" "You mean I can't ever bounce again?" "Never," Rabbit said. "Not even one teensy-weensy bounce?" Tigger asked. "Not even one," Rabbit replied. Tigger's chin dropped, his tail drooped, and sadly, he turned away. Tigger's friends watched after him. They all felt sad too, except for Rabbit. He was smiling. Roo looked from Rabbit to Tigger and back again. "I like the old bouncy Tigger best," he said at last. "Me too," everyone else said. Everyone but Rabbit. "Don't you agree, Rabbit?" asked Kanga. "Well," said Rabbit, I... For once, Rabbit didn't know what to say. Rabbit thought about all the times Tigger had bounced him. Then he thought about how sad Tigger seemed without his bounce. "Oh, all right," he finally said. "I guess I like the old Tigger better too." Before Rabbit could change his mind, Tigger bounced right back and said, "Come on, Rabbit, let's you and me bounce." "Me bounce?" Rabbit replied. "Why, certainly," Tigger said. "You've got the feet for it." Rabbit looked down at his big, flat feet. "I have?" he asked. "You have!" everyone else agreed. Rabbit tried a little bounce. Boing! Then he tried a bigger one. Boing! Soon he was bouncing just like Tigger. "Come on!" Rabbit cried. "Everybody bounce!" And so they did. They all bounced together through the 100-acre wood. The end. Welcome to Disney's Winnie the Pooh stories. If you'd like to read Bounce, Tigger, Bounce, press the blue square. If you'd like to read Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, press the yellow star. To have the story read to you, press the blue square. To read the words yourself, press the colored buttons anytime during the story to see a few surprises. To turn the page, just press the green arrow buttons. Winnie the Pooh was a bear of little brain, but he had a big loving heart and a big round tummy. Pooh's tummy always looked quite full, but it always felt quite hungry. Hungry for honey. One day, Pooh went to the cupboard and got out his honey pot. There was nothing left but the sticky parts. Suddenly, Pooh heard a buzzing sound. Buzz, buzz, buzz. That buzzing noise means something, said Pooh. Something small and fuzzy flew past his ear. Buzz, buzz, buzz. "Oh," said Pooh, "a bee." Now it is true that Pooh was not very smart, but one thing he knew, where there are bees, there is honey. So, Pooh followed the bee deep into the 100-acre wood. Soon they came to a tall, tall tree, a honey tree. Up the tree Pooh climbed. Up, 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 then crack! A branch broke. Down the tree Pooh fell. Down, down, down. Pooh rubbed his sore head. All that head rubbing made Pooh think. And the first thing he thought of was Christopher Robin. Pooh picked himself up and set off to find his friend. When Pooh got to Christopher Robin's house, he looked at Christopher Robin's bike. A big blue balloon was tied to it. "May I borrow your balloon?" Pooh asked Christopher Robin. "You see, I would like to use it to get some honey." Christopher Robin gave Pooh the balloon. "Here you are, Pooh Bear. But you don't get honey with the balloon," he said. "I do," said Pooh. "I shall fly like a bee up to the honey tree." "Silly old bear," said Christopher Robin. "The bees will see you and won't let you near their honey." "You'll see," Pooh said. Pooh and Christopher Robin went back to Pooh's honey tree. Next, Pooh sat down in a muddy puddle and rolled about. Soon he was covered with mud from his nose to his toes. "You see," Pooh said, "the bees will think I'm a little black rain cloud and won't even suspect I'm there." Pooh held on tight to the big blue balloon. Then he floated all the way up to the top of the tree. Pooh tried to act like a little black rain cloud. He waited beside the tree for a long, long time. Then he reached into the hole and pulled out a pawful of golden honey. Buzz, buzz, buzz! The bees began to buzz all around Pooh's head. They were not fooled at all. All of a sudden, the balloon string came undone. Pooh hopped onto the balloon before it could get away. Then Pooh and his balloon sailed over the treetops. Soon, the balloon lost all its air. Down it came, and down came Pooh. This time, Pooh landed right on top of Christopher Robin. Pooh looked up at the bees in the tree. Then he looked down at Christopher Robin. "Oh, bother," Pooh said. "I suppose it all comes from liking honey so much." The end. Welcome to Disney's Winnie the Pooh stories. If you'd like to read Bounce, Tigger, Bounce, press the blue square. If you'd like to read Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, press the yellow star.